Hello there. Good evening to my non-existent fan base of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Tonight I'm going to be flying the Tenerife route of Mount Tiede, the third largest landmass on the planet, because of the height I need, because according to Google, Mount Tiede has a summit of 12,188 feet. I've found that I can't fly my normal 172, so I'm going to be taking the Cessna Grand Caravan, which can get to 25, so I can comfortably get to the 13,000 feet. I'll be setting the altimeter to when we start our climb. I've limited liveries available for the caravan, but I think I'll stick to this darker one. It looks quite pleasant. So let's see if we can set up the flight. So we're going to leave Tenerife South, TFS. Let's just start that set as departure. What I'm going to do is set my arrival a few miles-ish off the coast here, so I can eyeball the flight in. I'm using all sorts of assistance, so I'm not a purist, as you might have seen on previous videos. Let's set its arrival there. There we go. Right, so 1 minute flight. So what we're going to do is stay low level-ish, sort of 1,200 feet, round my favourite area of Los Cristianos, Playa del Americas, and Costa Dequi. Might even catch a bit of Palmar. So let's see if we can set this up. If you've seen my previous videos, this is where I plan the GPS nav mode, and we just add, you have to click twice, but you add individual waypoints as you go, and Flight Simulator is kind enough just to add them in as waypoints for the plane. So let's do the same again there, add, and then we're into the magma, which is a hand-drawn piece of very pretty artwork that's been added in. There's my house around here somewhere, but let's keep going and add further waypoints. I think we're pretty much out of Dequi here. Around this point is where I'll start to climb. We don't want to go straight for Tiede, otherwise I'm going to really struggle. But around this point I'll instigate the vertical speed mode to try and increase a bit of height as we eventually reach this point here, which is the summit. So let's go up here. Let's keep it quite wide. There's no need to worry too much. Then a right turn here. The caravan is really quite fast, so it's all good. So now we're going to come back. Let's see if we can make one sweeping pass. I knew that would happen. Okay, we need to remove that because I don't know how to fix that, but somehow Microsoft Flight Simulator wants me to do the best fit, and I can't force it to do what I want. I'm not sure how to change that. But we're on a 15-minute flight so far, so that's fine. Let's go here. Oh, you horrible thing. Let's try again. Maybe that's this one. Let's remove that. So let's try and go add that. Let's try and curve ourselves into the summit, and then add here. There we go. Add that. There we go. Right. Fine. Okay, so we're going to then cut left. That might not be the prettiest area, but we should see some very pretty scenery from the top of the volcano. Then obviously here I need to start lowering the altitude quite significantly, so I'm going to be taking all the power off and just slowly, or as slowly as I can, drifting down. And as I forgot the last time I did this, I must start contacting the ATC at this point to request permission to land, because otherwise they tend to get upset when I drop my plane unexpectedly. So there we go. So there's our circular route. Hopefully, as soon as we're past Palmar, we should be in pretty much auto scenario. A little bit disappointed with that. That could work. Okay, we should get a good view of the summit as long as I can hit 13,000 feet before we hit there. Good. Okie dokie. So let's, we've set at clear conditions, even though that never ever happens in Tenerife. I don't care. Set ourselves at 11 o'clock, that'll do nicely. Let's see how we get on. The last time Tiede actually erupted was 1909, so I'm hoping the chances of an eruption this evening are slim. It would be quite spooky if we suddenly were part of it. Okay, so let's sort ourselves out. First things first, get rid of the steering wheel. Okay, so unlike the 172, controls are all up here for this. So we're going to instigate flight director and put nav mode straight on. I'm going to start at a height. I didn't check whether I'm going to go over this very particular nasty hill on the route to Palmar. I think we should hopefully be keeping left of it, so I'm going to keep our altitude to start with at a meagre 1200 feet, and I'm going to instigate vertical speed mode to take us up there at about 500 feet per minute. No hurry. I'm going to instigate this AP as soon as I can, so it will follow the track that we've set here. I'm just a lot more comfortable with getting the AP instigate in play as soon as I can, literally almost after takeoff. The caravan has this uncanny knack of just lifting itself off the ground, which I've no idea what that means, but it works pretty well. Let's think what I've forgotten. So yeah, we've got a VS in, we've got a GPS. So these two elements here are the keys. GPS to follow my instructions, VS to indicate what speed I want to increase, and then the maximum here of 1200 to instigate. As soon as we're past the pretty area of Playa de los Barracas and Los Cristianos and such, I will be rapidly increasing this to 13,000 feet and hoping that we don't smash into the side of a very large volcano. And then hopefully we'll come back in here and yeah, I'll remember to ask traffic control to let me in. So that's all good so far. So with Xbox controller in hand, oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Oh, it's a tour. I am the tour. So as usual, we're going to start increasing the power. The brakes are on, and the other thing I found out about the caravan, it's so powerful, it kind of doesn't give a monkeys about my brakes. You'll see it start to move. There we go. There we go. And I didn't put any flap. Oh, we've got 15%, 15 degree flaps in, so now I'm not going to pull back on the stick at all here. I'm just going to let this lift itself up. It's very, very cute like that. It just does its thing. Look, there we go. And then we're going to immediately instigate the AP. There we go. Now you probably can't see this because, I don't know, shadow play doesn't seem to do it, but we're running at 44 frames a second at the minute, which is a fantastic improvement. I've got it on ultra settings, and I've instigated or initiated the DirectX 12 beta settings, left everything else at ultra, and it's running really, really smart on my RTX 2080, so that's nice. So good start, we're off. Rising as expected by 500 feet a minute, as you can see on the right hand side there, to 1,000. It feels a little bit high, if I'm honest. I like it low, but yeah, Tenerife needs its photogrammetry improved, but what can you do? There's just about enough from this height to spot what's going on. I do like the tour bus. We've selected a sort of greenish yellow light, very nice. And as you can see there, and if I bring up the VFR map, you can see it should be taking us And again, here I'm not pressing any buttons. This is just going to control, as we're GPS on AP. This will just take us where we want to go.
Tone 2808, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower tone 2808 frequency change. Approach tone 2808 is type Cessna Caravan.
That's Las Galetas. I've not spent any time there at all. That's interesting. But the also is, or the creation looks very basic, unfortunately. So you'll see that we're at 1200 feet now. So just as a point of note, you'll see that the indication here has changed from VS, vertical speed mode, to alt. So it's found an alt that it's reached, and therefore it changed itself to just maintain 1200 feet now until I tell it otherwise. So that was quite an interesting. Bit of experience there to learn that it changes itself once it reaches its desired altitude. Bit of farming there. That was the piece of hill I was worried about hitting, but clearly my circular has removed that. That's good. So we should be hitting Palmar. There's Palmar off in a distance here. Wave to clear a mark. And we can see Tiede in the background there, looking very imposing above the whole island. And we should be able to see on the left-hand side. There we go, La Gomera, my favourite morning view. So there's Palmar. That's where we stayed down there. Very nice. So I'm preparing myself mentally to start kicking this up a gear, because we're going to need to. Now, what I've already forgotten to do is reduce the speed from my takeoff, which is ridiculous. Any purists would be very upset with me, and I've also dropped the flaps. That was ridiculous. I didn't do that. Never mind. It's burning fuel for no reason. So here we come into Los Cristianos. Again, looking very auto-generated. It's such a shame, but maybe one day. There's the H10 and the various ferries that transport across to Gran Canaria and such. None in port at the minute. Then we come across to Playa de las Americas. Give Les a wave. And we can see the magma, the art museum there on the right hand side, almost in the centre of the screen right now. Nice little bit of, well, in fact the only piece of manually added artwork to the south of the island, which again I hope to improve, or hope will improve over time. There's our house just down there. So we come into Costa Decky. There's Porto Colón on the left hand side, leading to Fenabe Beach. Looking lovely and sunny, thanks to me setting it with no clouds at all. Right, it's time to get our stuff together now. We're pretty much past the pretty bit. We need to start initiating our climb. Blimey, another drink. So let's think about this for a minute. So we need to increase our altitude. This is going to get very laborious now as I keep using my mouse wheel to change this. We're going to go straight for 13,000. I will immediately change into vertical speed mode and pitch the plane up for probably 1,000 feet a minute. We need to go, ooh, maybe not quite that much tone. Calm down. Blimey. Alright. It's very sensitive today. 1,000 feet per minute. And I might move that more. It sounds like a lot, but so let's set this for 13,000 feet. I'd love someone to tell me that I could do this quicker. I thought there were two angles for this altitude select button. I thought you could do it by thousands and then by hundreds, but for whatever reason mine only ever does it by hundreds. So what are you going to do? So that's 12,000 coming up, and And remember, I don't need to look outside because I'm still following this very strict path of, GPS work. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm going. Oh, I've set it to 1200. Okay, well I think that's fine. Let's stick with 12. Now, what might happen right now, and I found this the other day. As you can see, my speed has dropped down to 95 knots here because I dropped it off. Well, eventually, I dropped it off from the takeoff speed. Now that we're trying to maintain, what do we try to maintain? 1200 feet a minute increase. You can see it's only at 1100. And what I find, if you put a bit more power in, you're just helping the plane to achieve what I've asked it to do, which is to increase at 1200. Then we're up to 12. Well, it seems to have overshot it a little bit. Let's look back at. There we go. There's Cristianos and such. Very pretty. And our goal is to head up there. Blimey, it does seem quite frightening. Can add just a little bit more power because we're running not slow as such, but it just seems sensible to pump it up a little bit. La Gomera looking beautiful. I'll do a flight over there at some point. Let's have a quick check on the frame rate. What we're running at 53 frames a second on Ultra. Just looking gorgeous. Very few glitches, unlike previous updates. This is World Update 11, admittedly the Canada update, but everything just seems to have improved that bit. I did have to spend some time Googling to improve certain elements. Right, what are we at now? We're at only 5,000 feet. Maybe I should increase the vertical speed somewhat. No, it's okay. We'll deal with it. Let's have a look at strange blurring around the altitude there. Oh, here we go. It's hit its, as you can see, the plane's hit its next waypoint. I haven't had to do anything here. Just sit and enjoy the ride. Landings, as I found, doing this route, landing is the only silly game. My hopes aren't high. We'll see how we go. Yeah, the most recent eruption was in late 1909 from the El Chinedo vent on the northwest Santiago Rift. Hopefully it's not going to blow up in the face. Very pretty area. Los Gigantes will be on the left here. Shame that those waypoints don't know what I can do to actually show them. I'd be interested in how they're named, but they don't come up. Some do. Yeah, I wonder if that's Gigantes up there or whether it's actually shorter. Yeah, very pretty area. Santiago del Tiede. How are we getting on? Almost 7,000 feet now. We're making it. It's all happening. I just hope I've left enough distance for us to reach it. I have no intention of changing the plan, so thank you for flying Summerstone Airways. Your hands are in the... Your life is in the hands of my fortune. Right, should be instigating a right turn shortly, hopefully. I'm not touching it. Oh, there we go, it's quite a... Here we go. Very nice part of the island this. We took the car over those hills to come here. I wish we'd come on a plane, it'd be a lot easier. But now you can start to see the awe of this massive volcano in front of us. But 8,000, we've got plenty of time. And the summit of Mount Tiede at 12,188 feet is the highest point in Spain. It is also the highest point above sea level in the islands of the Atlantic. If measured from the ocean floor, its height of 7,500 metres, which is 24,600 feet, makes Tiede the third highest volcano in the world, and is described by UNESCO and NASA as Earth's third tallest volcanic structure. And then it gets very technical. I'm not going to read that next bit, but it's something about it, where the actual base is situated. But still, there she is. Look, we've often thought about driving up there. In fact, one time we did sort of try. After an hour of driving, we realised we got less than halfway up and thought, sod that for MS soldiers. But yes, I get the impression it's quite chilly up there. But no doubt, exceptional. Hopefully, because I've got it set to clear skies, when we hit the peak, I'll be able to show you that we can actually see the whole of Tenerife. In one 360-degree turn. It's having spent so long there, knowing how huge this mass is, to find out that you can actually see it all from this height is just amazing. Every time we fly in, there's always cloud cover. So to be able to force Microsoft Flight Simulator to say no, there's no clouds, is quite amazing. I love the fact that we can just say no clouds, even though you can see some very high clouds there. So yes, we're heading, which way are we heading? East. Oh goodness, I hope we're up. Yeah, I think we're up fast enough. Coming up for 11,500 feet. So there's the north of the island over there, trust. Wow. Here we go. Yeah, there's one end of the island and there's the rest. Amazing. Right, let's see it as it goes over the 12 there. We didn't leave much room for error there, but seemed to time it quite nicely. Let's see how this GPS plan takes us over. So yeah, still raising at 1200 feet a minute. I think I can take off the power a little bit now because I'm in no hurry to reach that 13,000 top. I'm over the 12,188 that Tiede is. Wow, looks beautiful. I do wonder if they've got the cable cars. Apparently there's a cable car system here that takes you pretty near the summit, the volcano edge. Wow. Here we go, the swoop round. There she is. I need to start thinking about how to get down again. Let's see. What's it going to do to us next? Right, it's going to take us straight out here, so I need to start lowering. Bye bye, Tiede. Nice to see you. Don't blow up on me. Thank you. There we go, right, so let's think about this for a minute. Then what do we need to do? We need to pull our altitude down. again manually, which is very frustrating. I'm sure there's a better way. Let's instigate vertical speed and push up to go down at 1,000 feet a minute to start with, while we get our altitude down to, I don't know, 1,500 feet. It's continuing to follow the GPS, which is lovely. Oh, 1,000 will do us, why not? Now, how dangerous? Okay, let's do 1,500. I don't know what's a sensible rate of descent. I guess it's probably in the real world about how comfortable it is for your passengers. You don't want to be chucking your nose down. But, yeah. Let's just get some perspective on our... Right, so, okay, we've got a couple of waypoints I put in here. Should be plenty of time. And if I have to stick my nose down, it can't be any worse than the last time I tried this, when I absolutely smashed into the floor. GPS tracking. Oh, I see. GPS tracking keeps it with you in the centre. Fine. So down through 11.5. Okay. Still looks gorgeous. And the airport is over there, look. GCTS. 23 kilometres from the airport. Plenty of time. No idea. Soon find out. Let's see what kind of ATC options we've got here. Nearest airport list. Yeah, GCTS.
Tower tone 2808 is 13 miles north of 10,500 feet with Oscar to land.
There you go. Told him I want to land.
Tone 2808 tower. QNH 29er.9er, 2 wind calm enter, left base runway 25.
Literally no idea what that means.
Make left base runway 25, tone 2808.
I think that means he wants me to go... Oh, I don't know. From what I remember, he wants me to sort of go round... Oh, there's the red dots, you see, the red dots of doom, which are the cheat to show you the landing plan, landing path. Soon find out if that works for me. Now, are we going to be turned? Yeah, we're going to get turned right in a minute. So we'll have a look up at Tiede. Hello. Yeah, they're pretty chilled out. Very nice. Hopefully it'll be making the right in a minute. Oh, there we go, look. Literally no idea if that's the route in. Here we go. I do love this big caravan though, it's very fast. Oh, I seem to be nearly at the barber pole of going too fast. I don't care. We're in a hurry. Still dropping down nicely at 7,500. Hopefully, we've got any more turns. Oh yeah, we've got a final turn in here, which hopefully will line me up with the... Yeah, for some reason they wanted me to come in on a pattern entry that was a anti-clockwise turn, but I'm not bothering with any of that business. So I need to turn off the AP in a little while. What was this? Okay. Yeah, they want me to... I don't know why they want me to go in from a funny angle. Why would I come in from the other side? I'm here. Yeah, that's not looking good at all. I do need to move across, and we're very high. Right, oh, this is what I meant to do. Right, turn the power off. Give myself some more time rather than charging at it. Get the speed down. Let the plane deal with the height. This isn't going to be pretty. I've got a nasty feeling about this. Yeah, it seems to be. Let's try and increase the vertical speed down. Oh, this is not what's supposed to happen. Right, what am I going down at now? 2,400 feet a second. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 2,700. Whatever. There we go. Oh, look at that drop now. Sorry, passengers. If you feel sick, I've got some bags. I promise. And we'll be turning off the autopilot shortly. Oh my goodness. I can feel my stomach going already. Yeah, we need to really slow down here. Oh no, I didn't mean to do reverse. Oh, I did that before and I don't know how that was. Don't know what I pressed there. Alright, calm down. Oh, I tell you what, we're dropping nicely though. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Now, last time I had to confirm that. Oh, he's called it in. Last time I had to call that in myself. Right, okay, I think it's time to turn off the AP. As much as it pains me to do it. There we go. Autopilot off. I'm in control. Still dropping at a silly rate a minute, and I'm still going far too fast. Apart from that, everything's fine. 2,000. Oh, I've done the reverse thing again. I'm not sure about the caravan. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, now I'm going very slow. Okay, let's get some speed back into the system, shall we? There we go. Oh, now I seem to be going ridiculously fast. There we go. Right, so now we're sort of lined up. I want to get some flaps in if I can, once I'm allowed to, at the top of that white line. Putting a little bit of trim. Still going too fast, which is annoying. Sod it. What do you mean don't sing? This is going terribly. This is an awfully. Still too fast.
Don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, 500, don't sing, don't sing, stall, don't sing, don't sing.
It's not going well. I did warn you. I've just.
Don't sing, don't sing, 500.
Classic entrance into TFS, exactly as I'd expect it, obviously. Presume they're all too fast. Yeah, too fast. Yeah, whatever. It's a long runway. I mean, there's no need to go in slow. Here we go. Right. Should we try this indoors? Oh, no. Right. Little flare. There we go. Exactly as I planned. I'm not saying butter, but sort of margarine-esque. Right, can we get rid of the flaps? Am I going to have to call in my landing area? I want to get off here. What's wrong with getting off here? Never mind. Are they going to actually... This is what annoys me. Can I ask for taxiing? Oh, thanks for that. Yes, indeed. Oh, let's get off here.
Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 13. Tone 2808. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Well, that's annoying because they haven't given me a...
121.9er for tone 2808.
I've got to find out where I can park the bloody thing. Can I ask for parking? Ground. Parking.
Ground tone 2808, request taxi to parking.
There we go.
2808 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo Tree.
No idea what you're talking about. Ah, it's here.
Taxiing to
Very good.
general aviation
Quick,
parking
let's hit
via
the
taxiway Bravo, Tree
let's hit the van.
2808.
Yeah, we're going straight through. Yeah. Bang. Bonk. All right, I seem to have gone a bit too fast here. Oh no! I've snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Oh dear. Yeah, ugly as hell. Yeah. Holding it together, just about. Ramp 11, my favourite. Ooh, next big planes. Just as I like. Come on, get on with it. Bored. Right, slow down. Oh, look at the brakes on this thing. That is awesome. There you go. Oh, hold it together. Come on. Oh, that's a nice little man with it. Thingy bobs. Yeah, there we go. Oh, mint. Brakes on. What do I like to do? Oh, it's all different, isn't it? I'll tell you what I like to do. I'll turn my fuel off. That'll do it. Oh, it didn't do it. What else can I turn off? Oh, it seems to have turned something off. Avionics off. Oh, that seemed to do it. Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. Enjoyed that. Good. Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I should be doing some more flights, maybe. Have a good one. Catch you later.